Now let's bring in our own Jon Karl, ABC News chief Washington correspondent. Jon's new book, Tired of Winning Donald Trump and the End of the Grand Old Party, is out November 14th. Early congratulations, Jon.
Thank you.
A new ABC Ipsos poll just out shows us updated numbers for support for President Biden, former President Trump. Break those down for us.
I mean, the bottom line is this shows that voters are not excited about either candidate. Let's first look at President Biden. Only 33% have a favorable view of President Biden, 50% unfavorable. It's actually a little better than the last poll, but not the kind of numbers you want as an incumbent going into a campaign. But look at this. Former President Trump, his unfavorables at 60% in our poll saying they have an unfavorable view of President Trump.
Wow. And in just a year out from the election. Now, focusing on President Biden, he has to walk a really fine line within his own party, especially over the war between Israel and Hamas. How does this stand to impact him in the next year?
Well, look, there still is very strong support for Israel in Congress among both parties, but you're starting to see among Democrats some real concerns. We had 14 Democratic senators sign a letter urging Israel to have a pause in the fighting to allow humanitarian support to come through. And I think that this is going to be growing, particularly when you look at the polling. Younger voters and many of those Democratic voters, almost all of them, saying that they have an unfavorable view of how Israel is doing this, actually very negatively looking towards Israel on this. And that's going to affect Biden because he is put himself firmly he's a firm supporter of Israel.
Yeah. And on the other side, as Republican candidates prep for this week's debate, former President Trump is preparing to take the stand in his civil fraud trial here in New York. You've reported on Donald Trump for years. What is your take on this moment? I
mean, this is just incredible. You know, we have the debate that he is not going to be going to on Wednesday. President Trump is going to be there taking the stand, getting sworn in, and answering questions in a trial. We've seen all kinds of legal proceedings. This is the first time that has happened. And this case gets to the heart of what he's tried to make the appeal of his politics. He is the most successful business guy ever. I'm the biggest. I'm the best. And this really gets to the heart of that and could, in the end, make it impossible for him to do business in New York, the place that made Donald Trump.
But we saw the impact for him in Florida all those years. Really incredible. Jon, thank you so much. And make sure to tune in to This Week. Later this morning, George Stephanopoulos speaks with White House Deputy National Security Advisor Jon Finer and Republican House Majority Leader Steve Scalise about the war between Israel and Hamas. Plus, George has an exclusive interview with Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin ahead of his state's all-important legislative elections on Tuesday.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.